Hi there, welcome back to the channel. If you are watching this video, I am sure you are already an SAP consultant or aiming to become one. Then this video is exactly what you want to hear today. I've recently received an email from one of my channel followers asking how I've planned my career to stay relevant all these years. It was such a simple question, but it really kept me analyzing myself, which I seldom did before. So today I'm going to reveal three tips which I swear by every day to stay relevant in my line of work. These are very simple yet powerful things that I strongly recommend everyone who wants to survive in this consulting world. In the fast changing world of SAP consulting, staying relevant is the key to staying in demand. So let's get started. So let's start with the first and most important one. Invest in yourself. We often believe that a good opportunity is what that shapes our career. But here's the truth. It's our preparation that attracts those opportunities. In SAP consulting, things evolve. Technologies change, customer expectations shift, new tools roll out every year. And the only way to keep up to this pace is by learning. Fortunately, in today's digital world, there are tons and tons of learning resources available for everyone. There are free resources like YouTube, Open SAP portals, and various other blogs. And there are also other paid ones like SAP ebooks or Learning Hub, etc. So these are all great start points for you if you are trying to learn something on your own. But here's the truth. If you are new or planning to learn something new, then take a structured end-to-end training. There are many off-market trainers, including us at ACSAP Consulting, who provide really good content at reasonable prices. You can approach them, go to one or more trainers, find out who is offering best content at best price and get that and start learning. Or enroll yourself in end-to-end training sessions, which are very popular in off-market. Especially if you are in India or if you know someone in India, then you will find these options at a very affordable prices and you'll also get a real-time project-like experience from these trainings. You can also get the second copies of expensive ebooks for reasonable prices in the soft market. Just go ahead, contact some trainers based on their YouTube videos. You can come to us or you can go to anyone and you will get a lot of opportunities in learning this. Now, in addition to the SAP knowledge, you also need to learn few other softwares that are very regularly used in the consulting world, like Excel or PowerPoint. If you are an insider to the consulting world, you would have already seen numerous memes that a consultant majorly works on PPT and Excel and less on SAP. Though it's not 100% true, but these two are very, very powerful tools for a consultant. Most of the times, we work on data crunching and preparing client presentations. And especially if you are an experienced and a proven consultant, then you will be expected to participate in the pre-sales where you are expected to create presentations to attract new clients. So these tools are very handy. And struggling to prepare a good PPT, I would say, is a drawback that a good consultant doesn't want to have on his resume. Now, technology knowledge is very important. It is good to know what is the module, how good are you at that module, but it's not enough. There is something more beyond that. Know the business. Know how the process works, not just the transaction codes. Ask yourself, what problem is this configuration solving? Go beyond your line of duty to see how business is operating as a whole, how your work is contributing to run the business efficiently. So this helps you to become adaptable and stay technology agnostic. Now, once you are good at business process, then you need not stick to SAP for your whole life. If you have a good opportunity, you can easily switch from SAP to any other ERP software like Oracle, Tally, etc. It becomes really easy because the fundamentals of any ERP software is the underlying business. And if you are good at that business, then no one can stop you from becoming technology agnostic. Now, the next one I would say is to keep an eye on the trends. Follow the new trends. See what is hot in your area. Maybe S4HANA Public Cloud, Central Finance, AI, BTP. It can be anything. See what is new, see what is hot, pick one or two trends, go deep and learn. Now, many people does a mistake here. They find a lot of new things happening in their area and try to focus on all of those and they become master of none. So rather focus on one or two areas, go deep into those, become a master, and these will become your strong areas which you can also follow for searching your jobs. Now, being aware of what you're good at and what you need to improve will help your opportunities grow 10 times faster. Now, how to pick the right opportunity or how to pick the right trend? There is no single rule for it, but for the starters, see how many customers are adopting to that new technology trend and see how many jobs are available on that technology trend in the market. This should give you a real good idea to understand whether you should really follow that or not. If there is a lot of demand for that technology trend, then obviously there is going to be a lot of opportunities, lot of pay, and you can really focus on that if you're interested in that area. And one more thing that is really non-negotiable in consulting is communication. Now, your ability to express yourself clearly, to explain a concept to a client, or to speak confidently in meetings, these are core consulting skills. I have once interviewed a candidate for a global project. The candidate was very good at the subject, but understanding him was a bit difficult. And we could not go ahead with that profile because in a global project, it's important for us to be crisp and clear on what we are speaking. Now, we don't need a foreign accent, but just ensure that whatever you are speaking, you are clear, crisp, and others are able to follow and show the confidence. That should really work. Now, the second tip that I always follow is practice. Let me be honest. There is no substitute for hands-on experience. Applying what you have learned solidifies your understanding and skills. Now, for this, there is one simple rule. Practice each process at least twice. Once maybe by referring to your learning material if you are learning something or by your notes, and second time do it without any help or without any reference. Then is when your real confidence kicks in. If you are able to configure everything without a reference, that means that you have understood the flow of events, the sequence of events, the why behind those sequence, and that will really help you to become a good consultant. Now for this, I strongly recommend you to invest in a practice server. Yeah, you need to spend a little for that, but trust me, it's completely worth it. It helps you in learning by experimenting safely, which is not possible in any work environment. You might have a lot of sandbox systems, but there is always a catch for that. You might not have a full authorizations, or you might be hampering others' practices, the experiments or POCs going on in that sandbox. But if you have your own practice server, you are completely a free bird in practicing, in experimenting new things. The focus is on experimenting. You might know something. Practicing the same thing again and again might really not improve anything. Try to experiment it. Try to tweak around those configurations. If you found out a new node under SPRO which you have never explored, try to see what it is about. Try to do that configuration. See what happens. So all that is something that helps you to improve your knowledge horizon as a whole, and that can be done safely in a practice server. Now, practice servers are available for very low prices. You can get in touch with any known trainer in the market. You can approach us at ACSAP Consulting or anyone in the market, and they will be able to help you in getting a practice server. Try few trainers, find out the one with a best server, a best performance, and best cost, and go for it. Now, while purchasing the practice server, there are a few things that I would recommend you to keep in mind. Try to know which version of SAP you are looking for and whether that is available or not, and know whether they are providing new versions as and when they are released, how to access that practice server, whether it is something that you require to install something in your laptop, or whether that is something that can be accessible via remote desktop. I would prefer remote desktop because that is available for us to access everywhere. I need not install if I'm changing my laptop, or even I can try to access it from my mobile. Now, what is the frequency of resetting the server? Many a times the service providers try to reset their server due to some errors, etc. So find out if there is a required help for that or not. All this will help you to understand that you're getting a right server and your practice isn't interrupted. Now, if you're buying it from a stranger or for the first time, you can take a demo of that server. That will help you to assess whether the server is as expected or not. Typically, a good server should cost somewhere between 800 to 1000 INR per month. The longer duration you buy for, the cheaper it gets. And create a learning schedule. Once you have a practice server, which many people does, and start practicing it, and the next day you might stop forgetting about it. But that's not how it should be. Plan regular practice sessions. Try to put aside some time every week, like 5 hours a week, maybe 2 hours on Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday, or as per your schedule, your convenience. Put aside that time and practice in a sequence. That will help you to stay consistent, and that will also keep you interested in practicing more and more. Now, the third tip that I would give you is finding the right job with purpose. Yeah, we said that, getting a right opportunity is not everything about having a good career. It's about learning, but ultimately you're also finding a right job. So my sincere request here is do not apply to every random job. That doesn't work anymore. You should be thoughtful in applying. First of all, know your strengths. Now find out areas in which you're having a better understanding and hands-on. Focus on jobs in those areas. If you want to apply a new area, then first learn it and then apply. The simple but effective trick enhances your selection rate by 10 times. Trust me. Be clear on what role you're targeting for and how your skills fit into it. And then prepare a good resume. A resume should always be aligned to the job description. Know that a one size fits all resume just won't cut it. Customize it. Highlight what matters most for that specific job you're applying for. And here is a pro tip. Now you can use a lot of AI tools in creating a very good resume. Just give the job description to the AI and your resume copy and ask it to modify your resume points matching the job description. But of course, without deviating from your skills. That is a really good trick which you should really follow in this world of AI to prepare a wonderful resume. Now, at the end of the day, how much ever you know your strengths, how much ever your resume is looking good, no matter, your presentation skills are the ones that finally matter in that 30 minutes of the interview, which will decide your future for that job. It's not about wearing formals. It's about the clarity, the confidence, and the structure in which you present yourself in that interview. Now, if you're applying for a new type of a role or switching modules, do mock interviews. Practice with friends maybe, record yourself, notice how you are speaking, how you are explaining, how confident you sound. And if you need help, try reaching out people. There are many experienced professionals on topmed.com or on YouTube who offer resume and interview support at very reasonable prices. And then apply for the job. Networking is one wonderful skill that helps you to unlock a lot of jobs hidden in the plain sight. Talk to more and more people at your work. On professional media platforms like LinkedIn, try to send requests to people who are at a greater heights in your line of work. You know that how much ever AI can help in finding the right jobs now that there are a lot of AI websites which are replacing LinkedIn. But I really trust LinkedIn because it's ultimately a human who is going to recruit you, and knowing that human really helps a lot. So don't shy away from introducing yourself to people at work. Increase your network. You know that more your network is, more your chances are in finding the right job easily. One more important thing when it comes to applying for the jobs is certifications. SAP offers a lot of certifications, and it is good to have certifications. SAP certifications are actually pretty costly, but many of the organizations now do offer free certifications for all of its employees. So why not go ahead and attempt for the certifications? Especially if you are in your early careers, then having certifications is really a good plus point on your resume, and that helps in getting good jobs. But if you ask me, are they mandatory? Not really, but it's a small step which has a big impact. So the simple three, without a fuss, without unnecessary knowledge sharing: invest in yourself, learn deeply, stay updated, and improve your communication. Practice. Hands-on builds confidence. Do it twice, with and without reference. And third one, find the right job the right way. Customize your resume, practice interviews, and present yourself well. If you follow these three principles consistently, which I do even as of today, and I'm sure I will be doing it going forward, I promise even you will never feel outdated in this SAP consulting world. So if this helped you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, and drop a comment if you have a question or a suggestion. We usually read all the comments and we love to hear your thoughts. So thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.